So at the bottom of the oil pickup there is a filter screen and a rubber guide that holds it into place, and it just slips on and off. Now it's time to clean this out, and yeah, and then on the underside we only use our fingernail to remove this stuff because it's on a fine. So yeah, on the underside of the engine block it is a fine polished super smooth surface. So to remove this silicone, no razor blade or anything like that, I'm just going to use my fingernail and take my time and rip it all off. Alright, so after cleaning off most of the previous sealant with this plastic scraper, not using anything metal, it takes longer but it's a lot safer. I'm going to run a thread through all of these holes to clean them out, clear it up, and yeah, assemble. Alright, just a little test fit for the upper oil pan, and she fits nicely. Now to take it off and apply the sealant. Alright, now that I've cleaned off the mating surface of the block quite nicely, it's time to make sure the threads are nice and clear before I put on the sealant and reassemble. Alright, so I got the sealant in, and yeah, as you can see I used a bit of a chain link sort of approach. And let's see, I think I'm going to make a few of them a little bit wider and add just a tiny bit more on each link. See how we go. Alright, so here we are. We've got all the sealant down. Not too close to the, the rope seal for the rear. And just up to the one at the front, so we should be good. Alright. So here's the upper oil pan. I'm just going to wipe down the surfaces to make sure all is good at the last minute before I flip it and attach it to where it's supposed to go, just on the side of the, well, on the underside of the engine block. Alright, now that the upper oil pan is all finger tight, we'll wait for that to dry a little bit and we shall work on the lower oil pan. Alright, now that I've got the mating surfaces, like this one and this one, for the oil pan to go together, time to really clean out the inside of the oil pan, lay the sealant and finger tight, and then wait some time and then torque it up properly. Alright, let's make it happen. Alright, so here we are, cleaned up the oil pan. As you can see, this oil pan has been repaired before, not by me, by a previous owner I guess. And so that way this one doesn't sit perfectly. So I've tried using the proper gasket before, but it doesn't work. So now I'm going to use the sealant, so that way it will conform between the two surfaces and it'll create a nice seal. Alright, let's go for it. Alright, here we go. Time to lay the pan down and finger tight. So I've got the oil pans on, and the alternator is pretty much done up, just not adjusted for the tension because I need to put the front fan on as it shares the same belt. So yeah, let's get on with it. Now that I've put this guy in place, I can now tighten the fan as the belt is in the right spot going around, and it is adjusted by this one here. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but the belt is getting ever so slightly more tension. Go see if you guys can notice it getting tighter. You can see this one getting pulled ever so slightly. See, there's a lot less slack in it. An old trick is to put the bottom bolt in, and that way you can sit the fan on these engines ever so nicely, and then you can get the other ones in.